You won't believe what they found when they drained this canal after 30 years. Water bodies around the world such as lakes, canals, and rivers contain many hidden treasures and secrets. Sometimes, these secrets are only revealed when the water levels drop. From giant fish to hidden rooms, here are 20 bizarre discoveries found in drained water bodies. Number 20. Monster fish. In 2022, authorities in China were forced to drain the entire Yunqian Lake, a 30-acre artificial body of water with aquatic plants near the bottom. The fish was named the fugitive monster fish for its horrifying appearance. The fish was estimated to be at least 27.5 inches long, and it was first spotted in mid-July 2022. The torpedo-like fish, known as the alligator gar, belonged to a species that could be traced back some 100 million years by fossil records. Locals feared the fish would harm humans and bite people near the lake, so the authorities were forced to drain the lake and catch the elusive fish. This mission to catch a fugitive fish captured the attention of millions of people in the nation. The search went on for weeks to no avail. The alligator gar was believed to have been brought to China from the Americas, most likely as a pet. After all, these creatures were valuable fish prized for their bizarre appearance. With their long, slender bodies and an elongated snout resembling that of an alligator, these creatures are popular among aquarium and fishing enthusiasts. However, alligator gar can grow to immense sizes, with the largest specimens reaching lengths of over 10 feet and weighing several hundred pounds. Authorities believe that, for this reason, the fish was simply abandoned in the lake. The fish was considered public enemy number 1 because it could pose a danger to local ecosystems and people as well. Alligator gars are also considered apex predators known for their voracious appetite. Their diet comprises a wide range of prey, including smaller fish, turtles, waterfowl, and even small mammals. They possess sharp teeth and a powerful bite, allowing them to capture and consume their prey with relative ease. Unfortunately, the animal remained elusive and was never caught. Number 19. Secret rooms. The Blenheim Palace is a historical landmark in Woodstock, Oxfordshire, England. It was originally built between 1705 and 1722. This palace was meant as a gift to John Churchill, the first Duke of Marlborough, in recognition of his victory in the Battle of Blenheim during the War of the Spanish Succession. However, Blenheim Palace is more notable for being the ancestral home of Sir Winston Churchill. In 2018, Blenheim Palace underwent a multi-million-dollar restoration project, which involved draining the 160-acre lake near the palace for the first time since 1768. The process involved removing more than 460,000 tons of silt in the surrounding lake. It was in this dredging project that archaeologists discovered incredible hidden rooms, sunken boats, and graffiti on the grounds of the palace. The chambers were initially flooded, but the dredging project revealed them once more. Some rooms were windowless, which was common in the early 18th century. Another room still had its original plastered ceiling, suggesting it was a cooking range. Over 30 more rooms were discovered, all beneath the 400-foot-long bridge. Experts believe that each room was inhabited by people when the palace was still the home of the Churchills. Ever since the discovery, the 33 chambers found were considered the most fascinating and intriguing structures of Blenheim. Number 18. Nazi ships on the Danube. In 2022, a heat wave across Europe caused water levels in the Danube River to drop, revealing the painful remnants of the last World War. About 20 warships revealed themselves on the surface of the Danube River near the town of Prahovo in eastern Serbia. The wrecks contained unexploded ammunition and were treated as a threat to the local fishermen, traffic, and wildlife in the area. Some of the exposed wrecks exhibit turrets, command bridges, broken masts, and twisted hulls, while others remain mostly submerged under sandbanks. In late 1944, more than 200 warships from the German fleet in the Black Sea were deliberately scuttled in the river by order of Rear Admiral Paul Willy Zeeb, the commander of the Kriegsmarine, Germany's navy from 1935 to 1945. He planned to create zigzag lines of sunken German warships to stop the Soviet Union's fleet from advancing further. However, it turned out to be nothing but an expensive mistake. Although the war had long ended, a year ago the Serbian government allotted $30 million for the operation to remove what remained. Some of the wrecks were cleared, but it's possible the remnants of the war remain in the river. Number 17. Viking weapons. In the depths of Norway's Jotunheimen mountain range, about 800 years ago, a Viking hunter found himself in pursuit of a reindeer. With precision, he released an arrow, but unfortunately, it missed and ended up on a pile of snow. Little did he know that this seemingly insignificant event would unfold into a remarkable discovery. Fast forward to recent times when the rising temperatures caused the ice to melt, revealing this hidden treasure to the researchers. Vikings remain among the most captivating people who roamed the Earth's seas. They were the ultimate adventurers, sailing the high seas and going places where no one else dared to go. They reached Iceland, Greenland, and even North America. The Vikings were also known to be great warriors, capable of conquering lands and forcing groups to submit to them. Their rich culture and mythology also captivated the entire world. Their influence went far beyond Scandinavia, and each artifact left behind by these people continues to be significant to this day. Number 16. Exposed Wall of Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam, located on the Colorado River between Nevada and Arizona in the United States, is an iconic symbol of human ingenuity and perseverance. Built during the Great Depression in the 1930s, it was a difficult feat to accomplish, but it was among the greatest. Its construction began in 1931, and it was originally named the Boulder Dam before it got its current name. The dam was built primarily to control flooding, provide a reliable water supply, and generate electricity with the surrounding areas completed in 1935. One of the primary reasons the Hoover Dam was constructed was to control flooding along the Colorado River, which had been devastating the surrounding areas. The dam's reservoir, Lake Mead, created by the impounded water, provided a stable water supply for cities, agriculture, and industry in the arid regions of the American Southwest. The Hoover Dam is responsible for producing hydropower for a staggering 1.3 million people every year. When the region was hit with immense drought and high temperatures in 2022, the water level of the Hoover Dam dropped to a dangerously low level. This dam only operates if the water level remains over 100 feet. As the dam's walls became visible due to the low water level, it signaled that several houses would lose power. The drop in water level had a significant impact on surrounding homes, leading to electricity loss for many. Number 15. Secret Trapdoor. The Rochdale Canal, located in northern England, has a story that dates back to the 18th century. It was part of the transportation revolution, providing a vital link between Manchester and the thriving textile mills in Yorkshire. A long time ago, the canal was bustling with activity. It played a key role in transporting goods like coal, wool, and cotton, making it a lifeline for the Industrial Revolution. Recently, the canal was drained, and workers discovered a 215-year-old secret, a centuries-old trapdoor. An arrow carved into the stone lining the canal marked the location of the trapdoor. Although it was an incredible find, many locals didn't anticipate the existence of the secret passageway, and many were quite disturbed by the fact that there was a hidden hole beneath the canal. Imagine if it was left open and someone fell when the water wasn't completely drained. So what was inside this trapdoor? This purpose might be a bit anticlimactic. The trapdoor served as a drainage system, where, when opened, it allows water in the canal to be drained away into the culvert River Tib, about 20 feet below. Still pretty impressive, right? Number 14. Ancient Roman Ghost Town. In 2022, a drought hit Spain, and because of the scorching temperatures, a dam on the Spanish-Portuguese border nearly completely dried up, revealing a remarkable sight: the long-lost ruins of a Roman ghost village, which had been submerged in 1992 to create a reservoir. At 15% capacity, the receding water revealed the ruins of Ace-Redu village, which vanished in the water nearly 2,000 years ago. In the village is the ancient military camp once known as Aquis Corquenis. Historians believe the Roman military camp dates back to around 75 AD. This military base, located in Galicia, about 330 miles from Madrid, was a thriving hub during the height of the Roman Empire. It housed up to 600 soldiers and featured impressive structures like a temple, thermal baths, army barracks, and even a hospital. But over time, the Roman army abandoned the base, and it eventually ended up underwater due to the river's flooding. This remarkable discovery raises intriguing questions about what other ancient sites may be waiting to be revealed. Who knows what secrets lie beneath the Earth's surface, just waiting for the right conditions to expose them. Today, this settlement remains hidden beneath the water, waiting until the right conditions reveal it again. Number 13. Big Rat. A bear-sized rat rattled the locals in Mexico City after it was discovered in the drain. Workers found this massive rat as they cleaned out the sewage system. It was among the 22 tons of trash they gathered from the sewage. However, don't be scared and overthink that bear-sized rats actually exist. It turned out that the giant rat was once a Halloween decoration that belonged to a woman named Evelyn Lopez. She explained that it had been washed away during storms many years ago and had somehow found its way into the city's drain system. Evelyn even reached out to local authorities when it got lost, seeking help to find her lost giant rat, but unfortunately, she never received any assistance. Now with the rat prop back in her possession, she's unsure if she wants to keep it. I'd probably have the same sentiment if I were in her shoes. I'm all for Halloween, but who knows what kind of disgusting slime or foul substances it might be covered in. I guess with the way it horrified the locals, it was pretty effective in scaring people. Now that it's been in the drain, it might even be scarier because of its crusty, distressed look. Number 12. Emperor Nero's Bridge. Nero, born Lucius Domitius Ahenobarbus in 37 AD, ascended to the throne as the fifth Roman emperor at the young age of 16. Throughout his reign, he left an indelible mark on history, but for all the wrong reasons. Nero is often remembered for his notorious reputation and questionable deeds. He's infamous for his extravagant lifestyle, indulgence in debauchery, and ruthless pursuit of power. The annals of history recount tales of his tyrannical rule marked by political intrigue, betrayals, and death. However, Nero had a genuine passion for the arts and held grand ambitions in cultural endeavors. He ordered the construction of many historical sites in Italy. Drought in 2022 revealed a previously unknown structure in Rome, Italy. The ruins became visible after the water level of the Tiber River fell to extremely low levels due to the continuous heat waves that hit the country. The bridge was one of the Roman emperor's whims, built between AD 54 and AD 68. However, the river swallowed part of the bridge, making it invisible most of the year, except when the region experiences extreme dry spells. Number 11. Shipwreck. In 2022, Patrick Ford, a resident of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, stumbled upon a 1915 shipwreck during one of his daily walks along the riverfront. The Mississippi River was experiencing reduced water levels, leading to significant supply chain challenges. Cruise ships were forced to turn around, and barges ran aground due to the shallow waters. It just so happened that the low water levels caused by the drought revealed this buried treasure. Ford had noticed the water level dropping for several weeks, but he never expected to come across a sunken ship of this magnitude. Eager to share his find, Ford immediately contacted Louisiana State's archaeologist and director, Chip McGimsey, to learn more about his findings. The ship in question is believed to be the Brook Hill, built in Indiana in 1896 and used for trading alongside its sister ship, the Ostroma. Both vessels sank after a major storm in 1915. The Brook Hill remained hidden until it resurfaced and was discovered in 1992. However, at that time it wasn't nearly as exposed. Due to the shrinking water levels, approximately 90% of the ship's remaining hull is now visible, providing archaeologists with an incredible opportunity to study this rare style of boat in greater detail. This newfound exposure will allow them to gather valuable insights about the ship's construction, history, and significance. Number 10. 3,400-year-old city. Here is another piece of history revealed after the extreme heat in 2022. A 3,400-year-old city that was built by the ancient Mitanni Empire, located in the Mosul Dam. Previously submerged by the construction of the reservoir, this ancient settlement resurfaced, revealing fascinating insights into the past. The Mitanni Empire, an Indo-Iranian empire that thrived from around 1500 to 1350 BC, centered in northern Mesopotamia, now present-day Iraq. Located in Kemune in the Kurdistan region of Iraq, this city features a palace and several large buildings that experts believe might be the long-lost city of Zakiku, an important center in the Mitanni Empire. Aside from the astounding structure, archaeologists also found 5 ceramic vessels that contained a treasure trove of over 100 cuneiform tablets. These tablets date back to the Middle Assyrian period, shedding light on the lives, customs, and history of the people who lived in this ancient city. This extraordinary find allows us to learn more about the many empires nurtured by the Tigris River. Number 9. Bombay Beach Town. Bombay Beach is a small town located on the eastern shore of the Salton Sea in California, United States. Or at least it was. Bombay Beach was once a popular vacation destination during the mid-20th century, attracting visitors with its thriving resort community. However, over time, the town experienced a decline because of the changes in the Salton Sea. Flooding, rising salinity levels, and declining water quality led to the abandonment of many properties and the decline of tourism. Once a bustling place, Bombay Beach is now a ghost town. As water quality issues worsened, the decision was made to drain the lake partially, revealing vast stretches of the lake bed. This process exposed the remnants of the once thriving resort town. Many abandoned buildings and decaying structures have been repurposed into artistic installations, creating an intriguing landscape for photographers and filmmakers. The town has become a hub for artists and creative individuals drawn to its unique aesthetic and the opportunities it presents for artistic expression. Have you ever visited this abandoned place? Let me know if you're one of the few who visited this place out of curiosity. Number 8. Garbage. Canal Saint-Martin was initially constructed in the early 19th century to support the city's growing industrial needs. It quickly became an important transportation route for goods and supplies. However, as urbanization took hold and industrial activities diminished, Canal Saint-Martin underwent a significant change. Over time, the canal fell into neglect, and unfortunately, people started throwing their waste into it. Trash and debris accumulated in the water, transforming the once beautiful canal into a dumpster. This transformation didn't happen overnight. The canal, which was once a bustling hub of activities, suffered from pollution and neglect. Every 10 or 15 years, the Paris Canal gets drained and cleaned. Each time, volunteers discover new things, which range from incredible artifacts to straight-up trash. It's fascinating to learn what's hidden beneath Canal Saint-Martin. An entire scooter, clothes, bottles, and even old furniture. I don't know about you, but I believe it's the duty of each citizen to ensure that the canal remains clean. Number 7. Wedding ring. Wedding rings are among the most important things we receive from our significant other. Losing these accessories can sometimes feel like losing a part of you. When Steve Watts, a local living in Somerset in the United Kingdom, lost his wedding ring at the bottom of Marine Lake in Clevedon, he was incredibly broken. Fortunately, a miracle happened in the form of some local boys who volunteered to clean the lake for its annual cleanup. Every summer, the lake is drained to get rid of silt and any rubbish that may have accumulated. During this cleaning process, 2 boys stumbled upon Steve Watts's wedding ring buried in the mud. For reference, this lake is 3.7 acres. Whether it was luck, serendipity, or fate, something led those boys to find the ring. The chances of finding the ring were 1 in a million on the muddy lake bed. As soon as the boys discovered the ring, they immediately turned it into the lake officers. The officers were overjoyed by the happy turn of events, so much so that they even shared photos of Mr. Watts, brimming with joy, posing with his ring. They also posted about it, asking for information about the boys who found the ring and promising a small reward from their grateful ring owner. Ultimately, the boys received rewards and recognition for their honest deed. Number 6. Dinosaur tracks. Have you been able to visit the Dinosaur Valley State Park in Glen Rose, Texas? If you love learning more about the massive creatures that once roamed our planet, you might already know about this place, and you might have already heard about what park officials discovered in the state park in 2022. After extreme drought hit the region, the Paluxy River inside Dinosaur Valley State Park dried up almost entirely. This revealed something astonishing beneath the water. The receding water exposed a new set of dinosaur tracks, predominantly belonging to the Acrocanthosaurus. This fierce theropod, standing 15 feet tall, weighing 7 tons, and roaming the area 113 million years ago, has left its mark in the form of footprints. It's a rare opportunity to witness these tracks that are usually buried and obscured by sediment under normal river conditions. While dinosaur bones are often considered more rare and valuable, dinosaur tracks offer a different perspective. Dinosaurs left numerous footprints throughout their lives while only leaving behind a single skeleton. These tracks provide valuable insights into their behavior and movement patterns. Although the tracks will eventually be covered again as the river resumes its normal flow, researchers have been working diligently to map and document the newly revealed tracks. Number 5. Unexploded bomb. The Po River is the longest river in Italy, flowing through the beautiful landscapes of the Po Valley. It has played a significant role throughout history, witnessing the rise and fall of civilizations and even becoming the stage of conflict during times of war. During World War II, the Po River became a crucial strategic point in the fight for Italy. Naturally, reminders of the past war still remained at the bottom of the river, and one of them wasn't discovered until 2022 when the lake's water began receding because of the record-high temperature that hit Europe. The World War remnant was an unexploded 1,000-pound bomb, discovered by fishermen on the bank of the river. Authorities immediately realized the danger it posed, and a team of military experts quickly defused and carried out a controlled explosion to get rid of the bomb. Number 4. Sunken town of Whiskey Flat. If you're into Wild West movies, you might have heard about the town of Whiskey Flat. This historic settlement re-emerged from the depths of Lake Isabella in central California. Whiskey Flat, renowned for its gold mining history and backdrop for Wild West movies, has seen its fair share of ups and downs. It resurfaced in September 2022 during a 3-year drought that left California's lakes and reservoirs at record lows and fueled devastating wildfires. Whiskey Flat, which was originally home to the Big Blue gold mine on the Kern River, attracted gold seekers in 1860. The town earned its name due to a clever way of providing miners with liquor, although the mine itself prohibited it. Over the years, It gained fame as a filming location for old Western movies featuring legendary stars like John Wayne and Gene Autry. However, in 1953, the town was submerged under the newly built Lake Isabella Reservoir. Number 3. Human remains. Lake Mead, situated along the Colorado River, is one of the largest manufactured reservoirs in the United States. Its story dates back to the early 20th century, when the need for water and hydroelectric power became increasingly important in the growing southwestern region. Many suspected that human bodies lay beneath the waters of Lake Mead, but when the lake's water receded because of drought in 2022, authorities didn't expect to recover more than 5 bodies in the lake. Most of the bodies, authorities claimed, looked like no foul play was involved in their deaths. However, one body in particular was found concealed in a barrel. The barrel was covered in mud and was most likely only exposed by the receding water. This discovery makes you really think about where you swim. Can you imagine taking a quick dip in a local lake, not knowing that several bodies are beneath its waters? Number 2. Remains of old trees at Colliford Lake Reservoir. Colliford Lake Reservoir, located at Bodmin Moor, is the largest lake in Cornwall and one of the largest artificial lakes in the UK. It was constructed in the early 20th century to supply water to the surrounding areas, including the city of Plymouth. The reservoir covers a vast area and boasts a stunning backdrop of rolling hills and expansive moorland. One of the most striking features of Colliford Lake is its capacity. With a storage capacity of over 28,500 megaliters, it serves as an important resource for water supply, irrigation, and flood prevention in the region. It plays a crucial role in supporting agriculture and ensuring a reliable water source for the local communities. But Colliford Lake is not just a functional reservoir, it's also a haven for wildlife. In 2022, drought revealed preparation work that was done for the lake. The exposed forgotten land revealed an eerie expanse of dead and fallen trees, reminding people of what the area once was. The tree stumps, branches, and dried trees were haunting reminders of the fauna that once flourished in the area. Now it's time for today's topic. Locals had been noticing strange occurrences around their area for years. Odd ripples in the water, an eerie silence at night, and missing pets had fueled rumors of something lurking beneath the surface. Driven by curiosity and concern, the community decided to drain the old canal for the first time in decades. What they discovered was truly bizarre. As the water level receded, the crowd gathered, whispering in anticipation. The canal, located in the heart of a bustling Indonesian town, had long been a source of mystery and fear. When the last of the murky water drained away, gasps of shock and disbelief echoed through the crowd. There, lying motionless at the bottom of the canal, was a giant fish, unlike anything they had ever seen. The fish was an extraordinary sight, stretching over 30 feet long, with scales that shimmered eerily in the dim light. Its eyes, though lifeless, seemed to tell tales of the deep. This was no ordinary fish. It was a creature of legend, an ancient giant that had somehow remained hidden in the canal for years. Experts were called in to examine the creature, and their findings only added to the mystery. The fish, identified as a rare species of oarfish, was known to dwell in the deepest parts of the ocean, far from any canal or river. How it ended up in this Indonesian canal remained an enigma, a puzzle that left both scientists and locals bewildered. The discovery reignited local legends and folklore, with many believing the giant fish to be a harbinger of significant events or changes. As the town buzzed with the news, the giant fish became a symbol of the unknown, a reminder of the mysteries that still lurk in the world's waters, waiting to be uncovered. Number 1. Lake of Skeletons. Hidden at an altitude of 16,500 feet is the Rupkund Lake in India. For a long time, this place hid a centuries-old secret. The Rupkund Lake is located at an incredibly high altitude, expanding and shrinking throughout the seasons. When a British forest ranger climbed it in 1942, the lake didn't have enough water and revealed the disturbing pile of skeletons. Some of the remains still had flesh on them. Initially, the ranger believed he'd stumbled upon a dark secret, a mass grave made by a deranged serial killer or something worse. But when researchers examined the remains, they concluded that the skeletons belonged to a group of people, about 600 to 800, all of whom perished in a blizzard more than 8 centuries ago. To this day, many questions remain. Who were these people? How did they perish? Were they killed, or did they die from natural causes? The truth is still unfounded, but one of the most popular theories suggests that the skeletons are the remains of an old king who traversed the region. Unfortunately, a powerful blizzard sent the king and his party to their deaths. Others theorized that the remains belonged to Indian soldiers who tried to invade Tibet way back in 1841. Many of them failed and were driven out of the region, several of them being forced through the Himalayas. Subsequent genetic analysis revealed that most of the people who perished in the lake were middle-aged adults between 35 and 40 years old. Some of them were elderly women, but all of them were in reasonably good health. Do you have any theories about the Rupkund lake skeletons? Let me know in the comments down below. Which of these discoveries intrigued you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video.